Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back again for another Disney dining review.
We are headed back to Frontera Cocina. Frontera Cocina was the second dining review we ever did in this series and posted it on March 3rd, 2022, and I somehow magically wore the same shirt.
I'm excited to go back. This was real early on in our dining reviews, and so it's nice to go back to these restaurants. I mean, once every 3 years is not super often, but it's nice to go back and see if they are still the same, or maybe if they've improved, or if they've totally fallen off a cliff. I don't know, but I'm excited to go find out. So the first time we went to Frontera Cocina, this was not our favorite, but this was many years ago when we went back for the dining review. It kind of redeemed itself. Like, yeah. It was a lot better. So I'm hoping for good things.
Yes.
We're also going to try different things when we go back. When we go back and do these dining reviews for a second time, we're going to make it a point to try different things, try different drinks, and show you that kind of stuff as well.
Yes. Yeah. So we know what we got last time. We're going to get new stuff.
All right. Well, I am hungry. Are you ready to go try Frontera Cocina?
Yes.
Let's do this. We have arrived and we ordered drinks. You have to get a margarita when you come here. I think it's almost a requirement. So we are trying new stuff, things that we didn't have last time. So I got the Topolo, which is served straight up, so no ice, not frozen or anything. It does come in like this little martini shaker and poured table side. So let's try this little guy right here. It could stand to be a little colder. It's not on ice, even though this guy is in ice. But it's really well done. It's a really well done margarita. Like, I very much enjoy that. It's not in danger of being watered down. Last time we were here, we set out on the patio. It's just overbearingly hot today, so we're inside today. It's our reservation was at 4 p.m., so it's pretty light crowd, so there's not many people here, which is fantastic. The air conditioner is wonderful, but our margaritas almost instantly watered down last time because we got them on the ice and we were outside on the patio, so this is nice. It's not served on ice, so I can sip it for the entire meal. It'll be fine, so it's good.
I got the Viva La Vida, which is the watermelon mezcal margarita, and look at this adorable toothpick that has a little bitty like wooden watermelon on it. It's so cute. Anyway, that is competing for my favorite watermelon drink on property, which is over at Chef Art Smith's. That is really, really good. I like the addition of the smoky flavor and then the tahini rim. It adds a little kick to it. Oh, delicious. We got the fully dressed guacamole for an appetizer, and it has cilantro, onion, bacon, serrano peppers, cotija cheese, pepitas, tomatoes. So there is a lot going on in this guacamole, so let's check it out. That has so many flavors in it. That might be the first guacamole on property that rivals Dan's. His is still better, but that is good. With all of those toppings on top of it, well done.
I ordered the carne asada, which is one of the more expensive things, if not the most expensive entree on the menu, but it is definitely shareable. We almost shared this, but we wanted to try two separate things, so I am taking half of this home to our garbage disposals that are in high school and college at home, and they will finish the rest of this. But it is a 16-ounce ribeye. I asked for medium rare. It is cooked perfectly to medium rare. It does come with corn tortillas. Let's try this. I'll tell you what. It comes with black beans and onion and plantains and salsa. But I just ate it with the corn tortilla and the ribeye, and it was fantastic. Like, that's wonderful. Well done. That's super tender. I could probably cut it with a fork. That's really, really good.
I got the Camarones El Coco, which I'm a sucker for shrimp and I'm a sucker for coconut. So here we go. That is cooked very nicely. It has got a kick to it. She was not lying. It's definitely a little spicy, and then I think it comes with these little plantains. Plantains can go one way or another. That's a nice little addition. I like that. That's pretty good. All right, we're gonna chow down and we will finish this up at home.
All right, we are back.
Before we get into this, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal Cruise Lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
This was actually fantastic. I think
So
it's
good.
not only did it still redeem itself from the very first time we ever went, way back when, that was like 2019 or...
It was right after it opened.
Anyway, it has gotten even better.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's the selection of the food that we got today, or it's just better, but it was better than the last time. Let's just dive in.
It really was. All right, so let's talk ambiance and theming. This time we sat inside. So on our last review, we did sit outside. It was a little warmer in June than it was in March. And so we decided that we just didn't want to roast out in the outside. Now it is shaded and it has fans, so it's potentially comfortable, but it is just like the air is thick here
I
right
walked
now.
out there just to get a little B-roll, and it was hot, even in the shade with the fans.
Yeah.
Nobody was sitting out there. There weren't that many people over there when we first got there, but yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, it's warm today. So we sat inside. It is a little on the loud side. And like Dan said, whenever we first got there were not a ton of people there. So everybody was really spaced out that was there. Towards the end of our time, which we stayed for a little while because we had a work meeting as well, it started filling in around us. I think that could potentially maybe not be as comfortable because you are kind of fairly close to other people.
I like the location of the restaurant. It is right in the heart of Disney Springs. You walk out of the Lime Garage, you just kind of go straight for a short walk and you're there. I like the indoor-outdoor seating, but again, not so great on a super hot day like mid-June. But yeah, other than that, it's really well decorated inside. The theming is right on with the Mexican fare. It is loud, but there's not anything super special about it. You're not getting great view. I guess if you sit out on the patio, then you can kind of get that Disney Springs vibe. But other than that, you're not watching fireworks. You're not seeing any live music or anything like that. So we think it's good, not great. We gave it a 4.
Service. So our server today, she gave some pretty good recommendations. She checked on us frequently, very kind. She did all the things she was supposed to do. She was definitely above average, but not, the crazy over the top version of a server. So we gave her a 4 as well.
Yeah, and real quick on service, I know sometimes we say that the servers were great, we gave them a 4, and just so you know, so the way we rate this thing, 3 is average. So 3 is they're doing their job. 5, I should feel like I'm in their own home and they're welcoming me in, and they're just super hospitable, and they're just calm, and they're proud of what they do, and they want to explain things, and they want you to feel it as well. And then 4 is a really, really good server that checks all the boxes, right? So 4 is not bad. So
yeah, 4 is great.
We've gotten comments before where it's okay, 4, why wouldn't you give them a 5 if they were really, really good? That's why. Really, really good is actually 4.
Yes.
Above and beyond that is 5.
Drinks. Now, holy smokes, I may have found one of my new favorite drinks on property. Viva I don't remember what it was called.
The watermelon one.
It's the watermelon margarita. It was fantastic. It had mezcal in it, which was such a nice addition, that smoky flavor with that watermelon. It was wonderful. I would have definitely ordered another one if I didn't have to work.
Mine was very, very good. I appreciated the fact that it wasn't on ice, and no matter where you go, inside, outside, whatever, you didn't have to worry about the ice watering it down, which was not, that was kind of a problem with yours. The last few drinks, it was pretty watered down. So I did like that. The only complaint about mine was that the shaker was not in the ice. Right? So the shaker, the cocktail shaker, gets very, very cold, but it's got to be in ice to do that. And so there was a bucket, there's a little bit of ice in the bottom, and the shaker was sitting on top of it. So the bottom inch was cold, because when they pour the first drink, there's still another full drink in there because it's a pretty small martini glass. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but the flavor was super, super good. Not being mixed with ice, you need to really chill that drink down and chill the glass down before serving it, and they just didn't do that. The flavor was fantastic. So I think yours was like a 5. Mine was probably a 4 because the flavor was fantastic, the presentation was nice, but they just missed it on the temperature of the beverage. Anyway, I'll have to say, drinks were very, very good. Better than last time. We gave it a 4.5.
Yes, food. Man, I just am shocked that we don't go here more often because the food was outstanding. We got the guacamole appetizer, and it was the loaded one, and all of those flavors and textures and everything on that guacamole was so superb. Like we've cleaned our plate with that one.
Good, yeah.
Even the little salsas that came with it were really delicious. I got that shrimp dish, which was done perfectly. It was outstanding. My only probably complaint was I could have done with a little less plantains and maybe done like some rice that I could have mixed that really yummy sauce that was all sitting in. That would have been nice to have that like as a little side and not have as many plantains. But I mean, other than that, like there was nothing wrong with it. It was still really good.
I don't have any complaints at all. That carne asada was spot on. Maybe the price. $58 for a 16-ounce steak, maybe a little bit on the high side, but super shareable. In fact, I ate half of it, and one of the garbage disposals is upstairs right now eating the other half of it. So we did get 2 meals out of it, so it was definitely shareable. It came with plenty of tortillas. That's one complaint I have with other Mexican restaurants where they'll bring you like a full thing of fajitas with 3 tortillas, and you're like, there's 2 of us sharing this. How is 3 tortillas gonna do here?
And then you have to pay for more tortillas. That's always annoying.
Yes, but this one, it came with 8 corn tortillas for this carne asada. I had 3, and then he's up there with the other 5 right now devouring the rest of that steak. It was cooked perfectly. The flavor was really good. I cut into that thing, and it just, like, I don't know if I could have used my fork, but almost. It was super tender, very perfect temperature. The seasoning on it was great. And then everything else was just kind of a bonus. Like the black beans were good, the plantains were good. Like, but man, that carne asada was excellent. So
we gave food a 5.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, it was really solid. So if you add all that up and divide it out, it is a 4.375 out of 5, which means we will definitely be back. This is a great spot in competing amongst all of the restaurants in Disney Springs. If you are in the mood for Mexican fare, definitely pop into Frontera Cocina.
Absolutely. I can't wait to go. It's not going to be 3 years before we go back again. That's for sure. Like this was, the first time we had it, not so great, but pre-COVID. Then we went back 3 years ago, much, much better. We very much liked it, but not enough to stand out amongst all the other restaurants. Now, I think it stands out. Like
it's starting to rank up there pretty high. Yeah, for sure.
Pretty good.
All right, well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
We will see you on the next video.